Hello everyone, this is Clarissa and Charlotte here, back again for another edition of Kids Yoga. We just wanted to say we hope everyone's having a good day. We hope everyone's enjoying the nice weather now that it's cooling down. And we're going to go ahead and start today off with some breathing exercises. So you want to join me, Charlotte? Crossing the legs. Let's take the hands on tops of the knees today. Open the palms up. Good. We're going to take the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. And we're just going to take some big, nice breaths here. Big breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's take about 4 more here. One big breath. Even longer exhale. 2. Last one. And 4. Great job, everyone. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put both hands together here. Let's interlace them. And then turn the palms towards center. Take them all the way above the head. Big breath. Exhale, press through those side walls all the way down. Good. We'll take hands to tops of the knees again. And we're just going to begin some wave-like motions. You want to join me, Charlotte? All right, so we'll grab onto the knees. Feel nice and steady. Good job. And then we're going to begin to sway to one side and then to the other. Almost pretending like we're an ocean. And the waves are just working through our entire body. You can even make those noises if you'd like. There's a boat. Good. Few more. Awesome. Back to center really, really quick. We're going to take both hands out to the sides. Beautiful. We're going to come all the way up to meet all the way tall and center. Nice. And growing those fingertips like we're a tree now. Woo! And you can even sway your tree. Move your fingertips. Do whatever feels good. We'll do one last big breath. Reach that tree high. Awesome. Press through those side walls. Nice, everyone. Great. Now we're going to go ahead and bring the right foot. It doesn't matter which foot, but you're going to take one out to the side. Just one. Awesome. Oh, and Charlotte still got her socks on. So in yoga, sometimes we want to keep them on for a little while, especially when it's cold outside, just to warm up. But for the most part, we want to stay barefooted because it gives us that nice grip on the pads of our feet. So Charlotte's going to take off her socks really, really quick. Awesome. And we're going to talk about the feet real quick, okay? So we have 4 corners of the of the feet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. When we're gripping the mat with the foot, we press all 4 corners of the toes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, we all do. So let's press that foot down into the mat really quickly. Good job, Charlotte. And let's practice. So spread those toes wide. Now press them back down. Grip that mat. Feel like you're picking it up or really, really pressing down.
I'm pressing it.
Awesome. And that's how we want to feel when we're standing in yoga, okay? Want to feel everything gripped down and nice and secure. Okay, so we'll let the heel fall back on the mat. Awesome. Over those toes. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take the fleshy parts out on the backs of the hips. So take this fleshy part of the booty, lift up, set the hip back down. Take this one, lift up, set it back down. That helps us to sit up tall here. Now we're going to look over those toes. Shut up. And sit up straight. Look over those toes. No. Turn this. Perfect. Over the toes. Awesome. Okay. So we're all seated nice and tall. And if you don't feel like you're sitting up tall, poke yourself in the belly button. Can you do that, Charlotte? So when you poke yourself in the belly button, you pull those core muscles in tight. Awesome. We're going to take both hands, bring them out to the sides, and bring them all the way up above the head. Exhale. Let's take a little fold. Reach for that leg. So we can reach for the toes, the ankle, or just the thigh, wherever we want to be today. Good job. Big breath. Relax. Let your body fold over that leg for a second. Feel those muscles working. Big breath. Not yet. Charlotte wants to get into our cats and gals already. Good. Take this other leg. Let it go out straight. Give them a shake. Shake, 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 shake. Good. Now we're going to bring the opposite leg. Good. Bring it to the inside of the thigh. Awesome. You may need to redistribute. Open it up. Charlotte's got a whole bunch of room here. Good. We're going to take those fleshy parts out on the backs of the hip. Set them back down. Sit back down. And then the other side. Lift up. Sit back down. Good. So we're sitting up tall now. Hands out to the sides. All the way up. Big reach and we'll fold over that leg. Hands come to where it's comfortable and we'll take those big breaths. Awesome. So Charlotte, you can go ahead and meet me on your mat. Right here. Good job. So Charlotte's going to meet me here on her mat. And I'm going to stay here on my mat. And we're going to go ahead and wiggle those legs up and down like there's a worm, like there's just snakes running everywhere.
There's two friends.
Good. Press the hands.
That's me and
Press the hands into the back of the mat a little bit. Not too far back. And then we'll press the feet into the mat. Awesome. So, Charlotte will stay here, and I'm going to come out a little bit as we demonstrate how to windshield wiper.
I'm kind of like that.
Taking the knees to one side, big breath in the middle, and then taking them to the other. And bringing both knees to center. Stop. We're going to go ahead and bring both soles of the feet to touching. So the knees are coming out wide. The soles of the feet are touching. We're going to scoot back, make a little bit of room. Grab onto the ankles. And I'm going to look at Charlotte for this one. Take the feet to touching. And butterfly, the knees up and down a little bit. So we're bringing the motion right into these hip joints. Taking those big breaths as we sit up tall. Good. Beautiful. Let's take the hands and reach up tall. For the ceiling, big breath. Long through the torso and then little fold forward. Coming to where is comfortable for you today. When we're ready, we'll come all the way back up to seated. Take the knees, help them to center. Awesome. So, at this time, Charlotte's going to come flat on the mat, and I am going to help her get into some poses on her back today. Good. We're just going to do a few on our back today, opening up these hips just slightly. Good. So, you can windshield wiper. Again, Charlotte. One way, and then the other, and then the other, and then the other. So really feeling this, kids. If you're doing this on your own, you can do this with assistance, but I want you to open the hips, feel different sorts of movements here in these hip joints. Beautiful. Taking it one way, taking it the other. big breaths as we move through this. Now we're going to pause at center. And we're going to take the soles of the feet to touching. All right, everyone? So one knee out to the side. Okay. One knee out to the side, and then we'll take the other one out to the side. You're going to open up these hips. You're going to take the soles of the feet to touching. So when we're here, we're opening up all of this space. We're pressing that belly button down towards the ground here. Beautiful. And you can even take your hand, give your belly a little press if you'd like, because that sinks the back all the way down flat. So there's no gapping anywhere. If you want to take your palm to the inside of your thigh and give it a little press, you always can. But most importantly, what is it, Charlotte? Breathe! So we always remember to breathe. We're following all the directions. We're doing everything right. The last thing is always breathe, breathe, breathe. Awesome. So Charlotte's going to take those deep breaths in here. You can take one hand to your heart anytime you'd like. And just feel those deep inhales and exhales. Remembering you can do this anytime you need to. In the morning, before bed. That's a great one. Whenever you feel like. This really is a great way to slowly begin meditation with our kiddos. Start by opening up different body senses that allow them to let go. So we can slowly begin to help the knees back up to center. Windshield wiper one way. Big breath to center. And the other way. And a few more times. Good. Very nice touches to keep our children in touch with their own bodies. And just check in on an emotional level as well. Wonderful. Good. And Charlotte, I'll help you pull both knees into your chest and hug them tight, 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 tight. Good. And we'll just curl in a little ball. Scoop one way to the other. Now, good. I want you to go ahead and take both knees to one side. Take them one way. To one side of the mat. Yeah. And then we're going to let go, then let go. And we're going to open up the body. So we're going to open up the front of the body. Look towards center. And then lay the shoulders flat on the mat here. Beautiful. Down, away from the ears. We'll take a few big breaths. When we're ready, we can inhale both knees back to center and then exhale into the opposite side. Beautiful. Great job, everyone. Good. And taking our time, noticing the relaxation that we're bringing to our children. She's sleepy, I can tell.
I'm just yawning
Of course. Back to center.
because I'm just yawning because it feels good.
It does. And that's the thing. It feels good for us parents and it feels awesome for the kids. So why not start them young? Good. Back to center. Bring both knees into the chest one more time. Give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side. Awesome. One way, and then the other, and then the other, and then the other. Awesome. So we're going to have the kiddos pull one knee into the chest. Can straighten this leg, sure. Awesome.
I'll try this again.
Whenever you're ready, I want you to tuck that core, Charlotte. Let this leg, and parents, you can help, or kids, you can use a wall. Inhale the leg all the way up. Little stretch. One more breath. Good. Let this leg go long. And then pull this knee in. And then whenever we're ready, one more time. Kids, pull from the core, or use a wall, or use a parent. Two more breaths. Last one. Big breath. We'll go ahead and lay back down. Whenever we're ready, Charlotte, you're going to let both legs go out long. Awesome. Take both hands all the way up overhead and lay them down. Awesome. So, this is another, I wouldn't even call it a breathing technique or method. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't even call it a technique, but just simply taking the arms above the head, whether you're a child or a parent, this opens up all of this capacity in the lungs for us to breathe. So simply raising the hands takes all the weight off. And lets us get those big, big breaths in. So let's take about 10 breaths here, Charlotte. 1, 2, 3. Big belly. 4. 5. Big belly on the inhale. And shrink it back on the exhale. 6. Big, big belly. Exhale in. 7. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Awesome, Charlotte. Awesome, everyone. You guys are pro breathers by now. Should be proud of that. So, Charlotte, I'm going to have you roll over onto one side of your mat. Make a pillow with your hands. Good. And you'll take a little rest because you've been working really hard. But when we're ready, we're going to press into the mat and come all the way up to all fours. Awesome. And the first thing we're going to do here is go directly into our
Hold on.
child's pose. Good. Go down. Over enthusiastic yogi. How about you take the knees a little farther apart? So she's laying directly over those legs. If you're whoever and you find this a little uncomfortable to go down directly into, spread the legs farther apart. Come up, Charlotte. And spread the legs wide. The knees. Good. And then go down. And just lay down. Close the eyes as we take our first child's pose of today. I'm going to come around and give Charlotte a little back massage.
Yeah, that was good.
And you can do this if you'd like as well, parents. But just apply a little bit of pressure in the hips.
My legs are my legs are.
Okay.
It's gonna spin out a bit.
My child has tight hips. That says a lot already. Charlotte.
What?
Can't come down? There you go.
Because my legs. Yeah.
Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Take those big, deep breaths. It doesn't have to be a lot of pressure. Really, it's just to keep her in place. Big breaths. And all the way up to all fours. Awesome, Charlotte. Great job. So, at this time, we are going to take some body rolls, just spinning one way and then the other. Big circles, small circles, wherever you need. But we'll come back to all fours for a second. And we will check our alignment. So wrists are going to go right underneath shoulders. Knees underneath hips here. We can rock side to side. Good. And then we'll take those cats and cows. One more time. Inhale low to the cat, to the cow. Exhale high to the cat. Ooh. Cow. Awesome. Few more.
Moo. Moo.
Good. And we're going to come down to the elbows, the forearms here, for just a second. So coming down to our forearms, we're going to stay on the knees, Charlotte. Good job. It's real quick for her to transition. We're going to lift the ankles. Spiral. Good. One way, then the other. Getting all of this joint movement here. Good, and we're going to press the palms to all fours. Grip.
I was thinking of taking a walk here.
Okay. Grip the mat though, okay? We're going to curl the toes. Curl the toes, press them into the mat, and press up to our downward dog. Awesome! So Charlotte's bending her knees, and that's very smart in our downward dog. We can bend the knees. We can walk our dog up and down. We can do whatever is comfortable. Good. You're going to hop, step, or jump yourself all the way to the front of the mat.
I'm gonna jump.
Go for it. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Bend the knees. Come all the way up. Arms out. Little back bend. Look towards the sky. Look center. And bring hands all the way down to heart. Bend the knees. So we'll bend the knees here for just a second. Stay where you're at. Good job. Good job, babe. Bend those knees into that nice chair. Tuck those abs. Tuck the sacrum. You stay where you're at. You're perfect. Arms will come all the way up. And press through the side walls. Good. Shake it out. Look at the camera. Good. Just shake it out for a second here. And we're going to go ahead and just do a little run in place. All right? Ready? 1, 2. I'll race you.
I ran.
Awesome. Okay. Hands out and all the way up. Want to reach to the right side.
I want to read this one more time.
And all the way to middle. And then the other side.
Go with it.
Good job. Bend the knees. Good job. Back to center. And exhale, press. So we can go ahead and meet hands at heart center. Begin to come all the way down to the mat. And then go ahead and find our way long ways on our mat. So Charlotte. Awesome. And we're just going to go ahead and wiggle those legs one more time. press the feet into the mat. Do a few more windshield wipers.
Here comes the ball. Splashing.
Good job. And let's just let the legs go out long on the mat here. Good. We're going to take both palms, interlace them, and make a pistol. So point towards the ceiling. No, just with one, right? Just with one. Perfect. And we're going to point. Raise your hands up.
I'm pointing
And then
to the right.
we're going to point towards the front of the room. And then bring our back all the way back slowly where we flop.
Again.
We flop. Good. And stay. And we'll take about 10 minutes, 5 to 10. For our Shavasana. You didn't put your mom's clothes? Baby, it's okay. Good. Look at your mouth. Wiggling the fingers and toes, taking a big stretch from head to toe. We can curl up into a ball on one side of the mat. Just take take 1 second before we push into the mat. Come all the way up to seated. Awesome. And we can just go ahead and fold at the shins. We'll take both hands out to the sides as we bring them all the way up, reaching high, and then bringing them down to heart center. As we say thank you, the light in us honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you everyone for joining us. It's been a pleasure and we hope you're enjoying the series. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.